They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, it's Taylor. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Check nine, check nine.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one.
And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, 319, 54, 630, X3. 218, jump! 319.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
258, 64, weak.
This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 50. 22, check, over. 22, check, over.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Eagles 3.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on second and long. Haskins, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the third.
And he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Check, check. Fresno. Switch.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 36, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rodgers going to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, take 26.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Mostert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 88. You draw Corkers. Hey, 88.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
80 weapons. He's checking. Cracks. Spons. No. Get 300. Hey, high 7. 319.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
50. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 6-6. Pull it high. SOS. Quick dash. Come on, right. Check 37. Hey, check 24.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On first down, Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Haskins. Catch made by Slayton. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. He completes it to Nelson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Here's Haskins to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got it. Check 59, Mike.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 4th down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Bang, 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 bang. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Right show. Try ball.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Got a man, Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This is fielded at the goal line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. D Ford in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Haskins will throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
That's taken on the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
26. Hey, exit.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Rodgers on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
Single slot.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Another costly turnover there, second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
This is McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
34-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Redskin 1st down.
319.
So a victory here for the Washington.